Hey, welcome to the His and Hers Freedom Podcast, where faith, family, and freedom always come first.
We are Frank and Alyssa Williams, mom and dad to 5 beautiful children. Every week, we're going to dive into a mix of family, current events, and what it's like to hold the minority opinion in today's world. So grab whatever caffeine keeps you going.
Or some pre-workout. Let's get it. Welcome back to episode 5. We're so glad you're here with us. This episode is going to be a little bit different, a little slower, a little more reflective. We're sitting here the week before Thanksgiving, and we just felt it heavy on our hearts to talk about gratitude. Not the Pinterest version, not the list 5 things you're thankful for, but deep gratitude.
Yes. The kind of gratitude that you don't choose when life is easy, but the gratitude that you have to discover and figure out how to come into because life's just got you down and it's broken you open in ways that you never saw coming. And y'all, to be totally transparent, this year has been the absolute toughest for us. We're coming up on 8 years of being together. And easily 2025 has been the most difficult year for us in every aspect, whether it be marriage, the kids, business, co-parenting relationships. It's been tough. We've cried a lot. We've been really angry. We've been questioning.
Wanted to give up.
But thankfully, in those moments of wanting to give up, one of us was carrying the 90 at that point. And, you know, I said it at one point and you said it at one point. But at that point, each of us were like, nope, we've come this far. We're not giving up. I'm not going to let you give up.
I ain't quit.
So long story short, this year humbled us, stretched us, tested us, and stripped away some people and some things that we thought were safe. To be perfectly honest, Frank and I have always been, he's my best friend, I'm his best friend. We tell each other everything, and God put us in some really, really low valleys that we were definitely questioning. We were definitely crying out to God over, like, why are you doing this to us? We're so exhausted. You know how tired we are. But, you know, and there was a little bit of bitterness and anger, but then God showed us like, hey, I'm here. I'm working. This is all going to be for my good and my glory. So
It's a good thing he doesn't care how you feel,
yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Sometimes. Well, I mean, and now looking back through those things that we didn't think we could, we wanted to give up, we wanted to quit or didn't think we could make it through. And not even through all of them. We're not right now. We're not even through just a different part of the valley. You can see that there was a lot of hurt this year, but there was also a lot of healing in things. I've seen you grow through the things that we've been through, I mean, tremendously this year. And I feel like we say that every year. We've been going through some stuff, but, it was actually God aligning us. I truly believe that. I mean, if you look at the 8 years we've been together, if anybody looks at the 8 years we've been together, the things that we've been through, and now what we're, the mountains that we're battling here, the uphill battles, you can't tell me that that's not God aligning us. And everybody would agree with us.
Yeah, I agree. I
All
mean,
right?
it's
I mean,
just,
we've
no,
talked
you're
about
right.
this,
It's
so
just,
it's something we've prayed about for, 2, 3, 4
yeah,
years.
yeah. But
In the moment, you can't see that.
yeah, but now let's just say we've got two really big mountains, 3 really big mountains right now. One of them is we're across the mountain now. It's been an uphill battle for years. We've come over the top of it. We're on the downhill slide, but only God could have repaired the hearts that he has and mended the relationships that he has to get us to this place of just unity and doing what is best for the kids and doing what's best for each other and helping each other and picking up when one person falls short. And I think that's in a blended family with a co-parent.
Yeah.
It's more than what you can ask for. And so I truly believe with all my heart, because of this really big, we mentioned in our episode 3, our false CPS allegation. And if anybody has ever dealt with a CPS situation, you know how heartbreaking that can be. You know how violating it feels to have somebody come in your home when all we've been doing for the past 8 years is trying to make our home a safe space for our kids. And so to have somebody come in, that was definitely earth-shattering.
Yeah, it's all right. It's tough when you give 100% and then just feels like you're constantly beat down. But yeah, it's in moments like that, that's exactly what we're talking about, right? It's so tough to have gratitude in that moment.
And it's just so tough to see, like, how is God gonna get glory from this?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, where is there good in all of this?
Yeah. Sorry for crying.
But it happens,
Yeah.
right? I mean, we've seen it time and time again.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're listening and you've never been in that place, the helpless place, you know how heavy it is. And there were days where, I wasn't sorry.
That's right.
For like no sleep for weeks, just stressed out of our minds and worried that our kids were going to be taken from us. Obviously, never had a firsthand experience with CPS or a front row seat to anybody that has dealt with CPS that didn't deserve it. I just wasn't sleeping, and I was just
Yeah, I wasn't either.
really
I think there was a
down.
couple of times you and I were on the back porch early morning, 2 or 3 in the morning, just wide awake, can't sleep, thinking, worried.
But anyway, there were days where we'd wake up and go, God, how are we here again? How is this our life? God, do you see us? Do you hear us? Why are we still stuck in this painful cycle? But it's a different level of pain. Ultimately, God got the glory for it. And, or he's still working in that. But ultimately, and I'll just say it, my relationship with on my daughter's side with her family, her stepmom and her dad, ultimately only God could have done that. Only God could have brought unity back there and helped us all work together and be on the same team. And that's we prayed during that whole 2.5 months, whatever it was. What are you trying to show us, God?
Align us. Some of our toughest days and nights, we've seen some miracles come through, and only God can make that kind of movement.
Times when I'd ask you, Frank, what are we going to do? You say, we just have faith. God's always brought us through. He's going to do it again. And he has every single time. Every single time. Like, how many times would you say it's been this year where we've literally had to solely rely on God to get us through situations?
20.
Minimum.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, at least, 20 minimum is a good guess.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Sorry to get off track there, but
there were nights we sat together after the kids went to bed in complete silence, not knowing what to do, why this is happening to us. So if you've ever been there, it's heavy. It feels lonely, and it is lonely. I feel like you and I leaned on each other so much in that. And the thing is, it wasn't just one issue. It was layered. We had stuff with family, stuff with kids, stuff with business, stuff with the past resurfacing, stuff that shook our marriage, stuff that tested our faith. I'd like to say everything there tested our faith.
Yeah, and if I'm honest, there were moments where I just felt abandoned by God. Like, we've been fighting for so long. We've been trusting for so long. And of course, even though I knew better, that was just the enemy coming in and telling me,
you're doing everything.
God, give up.
He owes you.
But in the middle of heartbreak, even strong Christians ask those questions like, God, why are you abandoning me?
That's just human nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you were kind of alluding to, we're going to church, we're reading our Bibles. What else do we have to do to not be in this position that we're in?
How many times do we have to continue getting the short end of the stick? How many times are we the only ones doing the right thing in our situation? Like, when is it going to pay off? When is it going to turn out?
Yeah. When are we going to see some positive?
Yeah. So there is something that we had been praying for years, and anybody who knows our story probably has an idea of what I'm alluding to. But this specific prayer has been something that affected our home, family rhythm, our marriage, our peace, and our kids for a really long time.
And the longer we prayed, the worse it seemed to get. It seemed like every door was closing. I mean, gosh, That's really all I can say.
It felt like Job. It was one hit after another, and
like, wow,
man down, man down.
This is life.
That's how it felt.
I give up. I'm throwing in the white flag here.
Yeah, and disappointment after disappointment, everything just kept getting more and more complicated and more.
Everything was conflict.
Yeah. No peace whatsoever. And that's what we just kept praying for. And what's funny, something that I'll bring up is that every year, or the past 3 or 4 years in my Bible, I write down in January after New Year's what my word of the year is going to be. Ironically enough, you hear never ask God, never pray to God for patience, because what's he going to do? Turn around and challenge.
Give you things to
challenge your patience. So 2025.
Got 5 of them.
My word, 6. 2020.
We're going to edit that out.
No, we're not. 2025, my word of the year was peace.
So you did this to us. This is all your fault.
It's in the front of my Bible, and it says 2025, the year of, all caps, peace. And
okay, well, my word
God
for
has a sense of humor.
Chaos.
God has a sense of humor for sure. And anyway, but go ahead, Frank. God, here's the part that makes me emotional.
Yeah, here's the part that makes me emotional. God wasn't ignoring us. I mean, we know that, in the moment, your first reaction to whatever devastating news or season you're in, it seems like it keeps going and keeps going. It's very hard to go to, yeah, you know what? God's got this. Mm-hmm. That's something I've struggled with deeply. I want to get into my feels and my emotions. He was arranging these things. He was putting people in our lives. He was taking people out of our lives. I mean,
yeah, and unfortunately, we've seen a lot of that, not just this year, but over the past, I would say 3-4 years, we've had a lot of people that he's just subtracted out of our lives. But with that subtraction, we've gained so many great people that we're able to lean on, that care about our struggles, and they want to be there for us, and they are.
Yeah.
And
so many great friends that reach out to you and I and check up on us, and friends that I would consider family.
I mean, and we have that both in Oklahoma and here. And so when we are traveling a lot, we do have that sense of home when we travel, because we just jump right in, go over for dinner, or go have dinner. That's been amazing to have that really, really good support system.
He was softening hearts of people, and in places that honestly I don't think
we were expecting.
No, not at all. Yeah. Yeah.
Or even really targeting with prayer. So building off of that, when you're in those tough times, you just want to get out of it. You just want to fast forward to, I can't wait till this happens. I can't wait till we're out of this. I can't wait until the business is running itself. I can't wait till the kids are older. I can't wait till... But God, you just want to skip straight to the valley.
Yep.
Get off of that uphill climb. That's the toughest part. You just want to start walking downhill.
I want to be comfortable. I want it to be rainbows and cupcakes. I don't want no problems, no issues, nothing. So God had to shake some things up. He had to...
Like a cocktail shaker shaking up.
He had to expose things, and he had to humble people. And we were some of those people that were humbled.
Lots of prayer time, lots of time spent crying to God for a release, for a breakthrough. And
this was the year I broke down.
Yeah. First time I've seen you break down in 8 years of knowing you. Truly, hands up, like wanting to throw the towel in.
Yeah.
Verbally saying, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore.
I'll never forget that.
Not done with me, of course.
Oh, no.
With that situation. I'm done. I'm done. And I was your 90% at that point.
You said, no, sir. No, sir. Nope. You're not gonna quit. I'm not gonna let you. It's all the things I didn't want to hear.
Mama didn't raise a quitter.
Yeah.
And by mama, I mean me.
You want to hear like, you know what? That's okay. You can quit. You can give up.
Yeah, let's do the easy thing, Frank. No.
We're not going to do that.
Let's shift gears a little bit and talk about something that steals gratitude faster than anything, and that is comparison.
Yeah, so social media. We see people online, especially, I mean, now it's just about every season. but
Right.
especially in these holiday seasons, that their homes are decorated, their yards are perfect, their family pictures are perfect, their schedules. If you're looking at their life on social media, everything looks calm. There's no chaos. When you look at that, you feel behind. I would like to say, though, if I go to your social media, I feel behind. I
Why?
feel inadequate
Why?
because it's just so like, put together and nice, and you're making these posts, and I'm like, man, I was thinking 2 weeks ago I was going to make this post and then never got it out.
That's because you nitpick everything that you post. It's just post it, Frank.
Yeah, maybe so.
I mean, and I will say, there are times when it does look like I'm portraying this perfect life, and maybe I am guilty of that, of portraying a perfect life. Our life is not perfect.
I was going to say.
But it also is a little bit of my creative outlet too. I love to, decorate our house. I love to get into the holidays. This is my favorite time of the year. It's my favorite season. And it's so fun for me making all these memories for the kids. And also a little bit OCD about pictures, about, everything looking nice and pretty. That's just my personality.
Yeah.
And so if there is anybody listening that looks at my social media, I would just say to you in response to that, just post it. If you want to post something, don't nitpick it. Nobody else is going to even notice what you're nitpicking. Maybe that's a little bit something I need to eat too. Anyway, we won't go there.
Yeah.
But what, when you do look at other people's schedules, what you don't see is that they might be older than you are. They might be at a different place in their life than you are. They have help behind the scenes. And I do have a lot of help behind the scenes that people don't know. I do homeschool, yes. But at the same time, I have to work in the office. And so after school, usually I'm sending the kids to the babysitter, and shout out to them because they are my lifeline majority of the time. But nobody knows that. We are very blessed in the help department, that's for sure. I always have people who are ready to rally behind us, who are ready to show up to help me with events. So anyway, all of that to say, they're just in a different chapter of life than maybe you are. And here we are comparing our chaos to somebody else's highlight reel.
Comparison will make you forget how blessed you really are.
Yeah. And it'll make you overlook what God is doing right in your home, right in your spouse, right in your heart. Your house is messy because you have healthy kids to mess it up. And that is me preaching to myself.
Gosh, yes. Wow. You say that line again?
Your house is messy because you have kids that are healthy enough to mess it up.
Yeah. I mean, think about that. Think about having gratitude for kids that are healthy enough to mess, and then think about the people who don't get to have that gratitude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's blessing.
How about this one? Having gratitude because you have work that's pulling you on the road, or you have a family in Texas waiting on you to come back home.
When I've been gone for a week, I've been gone for 7 days, 10 days, and I know I've still got 4 days away from y'all. I've got 3 or 4 more trips to make on the road. And so, getting on the road, knowing I've got 8 hours to drive, and trying to be thankful, trying to have gratitude for that, it's just really tough.
It is tough.
So I know I lean on you a lot for
keeping you positive.
The complete support system.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
You're doing good, Mama. You're doing good, Mama.
Thank
You're
you.
doing a good podcast.
Thank you.
We got the thumbs up, at least.
Thumbs up from the 4-year-old. She said it.
Cannot be grateful and jealous at the same time.
And you can't feel blessed while you're busy feeling behind. So we want to invite everyone listening to do something with us this week. As we're coming into Thanksgiving, your holidays may look a little bit different this year, whether you're traveling or whether you're missing a couple family members that you're used to having. Something that genuinely may change your entire perspective. I know for myself and Frank, after the year we've had, we are extremely grateful for the little things. If this year's taught us anything, it is to cherish the moments, put your phone down. If there's, and this is something I encourage you to do, if there's somebody on your social media that makes you feel less than, take a break from that person. Just mute them for a little while. Focus on your life, your family, your kids, your home that you have.
What's in front of you?
What's in front of you, what you're in right now, and just sit in that and be grateful for that. But
grab a notebook, a piece of paper, your phone notes, whatever you use. We want you to write down everything you're grateful for today.
Yeah.
It can be a detailed list. It can be 30,000 foot level. Write down everything big and small that you are grateful for.
Yes. I mean, even the things that feel unfinished, like you're kind of in the middle in the process of.
We've got a few.
And even things that may be hurting you right now. Just write those things down, and then
second, write down what you want to see God do in your life in 2026. Specifically with those things that you feel thankful for. And you're going to be blown away in a year's time when you come back to this list and you look at these. And I know this seems so grade school level of an exercise.
And to be clear, they're not resolutions. They're not something that you want to achieve that you never have before. These are the hard moments that you're in right now, the struggles that you're in. Figure out a way to be grateful for the struggle, because you know that inside of this struggle, God is going to do something that could not have been done without it.
He's building your character at minimum. He's building your character through this. I can say that without a doubt in my mind. I mean, that's exactly what's happened to me.
So we had a friend come visit this past weekend, surprise us, come visit, who we haven't seen in about 5 years. Frank was in the house, and he and I were sitting out on the back porch. And
you can't keep it together, can you?
No. He said, I see a massive difference in Frank. And he said he's changed so much since you guys have been married and have had kids together. He's always been a great dad, and I knew that. But watching him with your 2 kids, he said he's always going to be somebody that I look up to in that role.
He said that? Wow, thank you. I'm never the one to toot my own horn. I feel like I'm pretty hard on myself. Putting in the work and then having a spouse that is not going to let you give up.
And not going to let you be lazy.
And ultimately, number one, giving everything to God. I tried for so many years to do it by myself, my way, praying afterwards, maybe. Now we take everything into prayer. And
it's not even a second thought.
Let's pray about this.
Let's pray about that. And something that I do love about our kids is that they ask for prayer. The minute they get a scrape on their knee, or they're nervous about a test, or they have a friend that is being mean to them in school, they're asking, hey, Mom, Dad, can you pray for this? That's something that I encourage everybody to do. If you don't have a prayer life, make one. It's just as simple as Frank and I are talking right now. God doesn't need memorized prayers. He doesn't need
scripture.
He just needs you talking to him, just like you would pick up the phone and call me. That's all he wants. And sometimes that's the best and most fulfilling moment of prayer that I've ever had, or moments of prayer that I've ever had, is when I'm just driving and hey, God, I don't know what I'm doing here or how I got here, but I'm trusting you to show me what step I need to take next to get out of this. So back to the gratitude list. Take that list, stick it somewhere safe, or whether, even if it's on your notes in your phone, and revisit it. Come back to it next Thanksgiving, 2026, November 2026, and see how much God has done, or how many things in your life have changed that could not have been changed by you.
We, not even writing anything down, just looking at things from the beginning of this year till now, it's amazing how much has changed.
Yes.
Some that we thought for the absolute worst has proven to be for the good.
For the betterment of the family unit.
And ultimately our relationship with our Lord and Savior.
Yeah. We've never been closer.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think this podcast is a testament to that. We're not afraid to share our faith on a public platform like this. And that's not something I would ever have seen myself doing before this year.
Yeah.
You especially.
Me 100%. God hasn't wasted our year, and he won't waste yours either. I was just going to reiterate the fact that if you would have
Thanks for hanging out with us today. We hope something you heard encouraged or challenged you.
Yeah, and if it did, share it with a friend, leave us a quick review, and keep standing for faith, family, and freedom.
See ya!